Good afternoon, everybody. Pigskin Pete here. Let's have a little chat today. There's something I really want to talk about. I'm only going to talk about it once. I've never talked about it before, and it will be the last time that you ever hear me talk about it. Let's talk about traditions. Some schools have tradition. Some schools don't. Some schools have traditions that everybody knows about. Some schools don't. So over the last 24 to 48 hours, every Clemson fan in America has been answering the same question that we've been answering for the past 70 years every time we beat somebody we're supposed to beat at home. Why do you rush the field after you beat Furman? Why do you rush the field after you beat Syracuse? Why do you rush the field after you beat the Citadel? Why do you rush the field after you beat South Carolina? Well, the answer to that is, it's a tradition. We've been doing it since the early 1940s. Every single home game, after the game is over, all the fans rush the field and they call it meeting at the paw. Now, why would you do that? It's a stupid tradition. Well, see, that's the thing about traditions. There's not a single Clemson fan in all of America or all of the world that gives two craps what a fan from another fan base thinks about our traditions. Now, although I feel really no need to explain this to all you people, I'm going to do it anyways. It's not about rushing the field to celebrate the win. It's about rushing the field. It's mainly students. You do have other people go down there too. It's more of a student thing where they go and interact with the players. Get them to sign memorabilia, a football, a helmet. If you have small children like I do, you take them out there, the player will give them their chin strap, stuff like that, and then they all stand on the field together and sing the alma mater. Now, why do you need to rush the field to do that? Why can't you do it from sitting in your seats? Because we're Clemson, and we don't give a crap what you think. It's our tradition. Now, I know there's some schools out there like South Carolina that don't have tradition. The only tradition they have is holding their head down low as they're walking out of the stadium, crying into their sunglasses on their way to the parking lot to drink enough beer to forget about the drubbing they just got from the Tigers. Now on from the rushing the field tradition to the rubbing the rock and running down the hill tradition. All I hear year after year, that's a stupid entrance. What a dumb thing to do. Somebody could twist their ankle. When are you guys going to stop running down the hill? Never. You want to know why? I don't know anything about how your school enters the stadium, but everybody in America knows exactly how Clemson enters the stadium, and that's what makes it pretty cool, doesn't it? I couldn't tell you how Alabama enters the field. I couldn't tell you how Georgia enters the field. I couldn't tell you how Auburn enters the field. You want to know why? Because it's not exciting and nobody gives two craps. I'm sure what you probably do is blow up one of those giant blow-up doll jump castles, put a smoke machine in front of it, and run through a piece of paper like a high school team. Bravo! That sounds awesome. Way to copy 132 other teams. The only other team I can think about that has a pretty cool tradition is the Florida State Seminoles. Yes, the Florida State Seminoles, where the guy rides out on the horse with the flaming spear and throws it in the ground. That's actually pretty cool, and that's something that everybody knows of too. That tradition at Auburn, I don't even know it's a tradition, where they release that eagle, the war hawk, the war eagle, whatever the hell it is, that flies around the stadium and lands on the caretaker's arm. I guess that's cool. I don't know how long they've been doing that, right? But it's all great until one day that eagle flies around and claws somebody's eyes out in the student section. And the Gamecock fans say, well, we have a tradition. We play Sandstorm, and we jump up and down like a bunch of half-wits on methamphetamine to a techno song. Yay! Well, Pigskin Pete, what about the releasing of the balloons tradition? Don't you miss that? That wasn't a tradition. That was something that started not that long ago. And I don't know a single Clemson fan that gives two craps about releasing balloons. As a matter of fact, I never did like it anyway. It seems like a whole lot of big time waste of time and money to blow up all those balloons. How many helium tanks and volunteers did it take to blow that up? Nobody really gives a crap. All we care about is rubbing the rock, running down the hill, and of course, meeting at the paw. I'm glad you all could join me today to talk about traditions. I realize a lot of your schools don't have any of them, and you probably won't understand this. But maybe this is lesson number 1 in finally understanding them. Have a great day. Pigskin Pete, checking out. Go Tigers.